You want to see the real situation here in Embakasi pipeline? Just walk with me. I show you the real life people, the way they are living.
Nairobi is a capital city with significant international connections, housing the United Nations Environmental Program, UNEP. Therefore, it seems strange for the biggest environmental organization could be to neglect this environmental catastrophe happening here in Pipeline, Embakasi South constituency. On the social dilemma, upon my most recent visit to the Dumpsite, I discovered the local community and hundreds of people rely their daily income on the Dumpsite. Every day, scores of people scavenge through the contaminated garbage to look for food, plastic, and metal scraps to sell to the recycled. They get paid very little, but still enough to stay around the Dumpsite. Due to high poverty in the area, some parents even encourage their children to go there, as they call the Dumpsite. While some critics will defend the habit, it is a disastrous short-term solution to a larger, complex and longer social and economic problem. On the real health impacts, the pipeline Dumpsite continues to pose environmental and health risks. The Dumpsite is a small, big health problem, and it has had a terrible impact on the environment because the unrestricted dumping of domestic, industrial, hospital, and agricultural waste at the site. It is also a cause for concern as the land cannot be used for domestic and agricultural use. Unofficial studies have confirmed the presence of dangerous environments such as lead and mercury, which are serious hazards. Due to the underdevelopment of scientific bodies in Kenya, the place has been used to prove sickness and mortality in pipeline. No official study or statistics have been undertaken. Therefore, the lay knowledge is as varied as the official one here and can be considered street science. On the inhabitants of the Dumpsite, there are a few inhabitants who try and conserve it. Some try and collect materials that can be recycled from the Dumpsite, such as glass, rubber, plastic, aluminium, and they separate them and they earn an income through this act. About the law of Kenya, how does the Kenyan law protect environment and ecosystem? No person shall operate a waste disposal site or a plant without a license issued by the authority. Every person whose activities generate wastes shall employ measures essential to minimize wastes through treatment, reclamation, and recycling. Therefore, what next steps for the inhabitants and locals? The pipeline Dumpsite is full and the inhabitants of pipeline need to decide, find a new Dumpsite.
This is the real station here in Embakasi South, here in a pipeline, the real station of the environment conservation. Reporting for the Captain's Media, my name is David Nyokangi.